It's Wednesday, and the energy is the Page of Swords. For some of you, there's a strong tie to an air sign person. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, their sun, their moon, or their rising. Or it could be that there's a young person in focus, or someone who is very youthful. This is someone likely to be very clever, very bright, perhaps a bit precocious. It may be someone who is prone to argue. Maybe this person is immature in their expression, and there's a tendency to think that they know it all, or to come off as very rude or smug, calculating, and perhaps, without a lot of sensitivity to the feelings of others. Negatively, this could be a day where you deal with gossip or lying or boasting. There could be some type of news that you're receiving, maybe a rumor or some kind of news about a problem or some kind of danger, maybe a problem with the law or legal situation. And it could also be a focus on sharp instruments and the use of those instruments. This is a card that indicates you may be trying to find the answer to something, perhaps coming up with a brilliant solution. This is a very big sword this guy is holding, so maybe he's got some big ideas. Or again, maybe you're coming up with some really brilliant solutions to something. But the card does carry some negativity. In the worst case scenario, this may be a betrayal by a friend or somebody prying into your affairs, into your secrets. It could be a rival in love, maybe even some kind of victim. And it may be someone who is seeking to hurt you, although the chances are slight that whatever they're doing is actually going to cause any great deal of harm. But it's a card of thought, of mental activity, of speech. And today, maybe you get some good news, but it's a day not to make too many assumptions. Maybe you think you've got something all wrapped up and it turns out to be a problem. Or you get some problematic news and you think, this is down the drain. But the message is not to assume that everything is lost. Now, if you're doing any traveling today, you're either going to get there earlier or you're going to get there later than you had planned. And you need to be careful about movement in particular. Maybe there's a small accident. Now, because this card ties to a younger person, you could be receiving some news about children. Maybe you're going to hear about some kind of progress that a child has made, or some kind of academic skill, or a burst of maturity that you're seeing. Or maybe you have concerns about a young person, their future, their health, their family life, their social development, their personal behavior. Aside from children, though, this is a day where, in the positive, it's very easy for you to deal with those little frustrations, inconveniences, annoyances that seem to pop up without, you're just taking it all in stride. You're not going to blow it out of proportion. And therefore, you're able to get through the day a whole lot easier. But your energy level may be up and down. Maybe you're a little bit unpredictable, or, situations hold some kind of chaos within them. Negatively, this is looking at the little things and blowing them way out of proportion. Taking things way too personally, or making something trivial seem way more important than it really is. Some of you may have some kind of small issue crop up today. Maybe it's a health problem. It could be some kind of small financial oversight or misjudgment. Could be a misunderstanding, or again, a legal situation that you have to address. For some of you, your interactions with others will quickly turn into an argument. Maybe a disagreement starts to escalate and it comes out of the blue. It sort of takes you by surprise. Now, as far as dealing with others, romantically, socially, or otherwise, the manner in which you engage is going to be very important. How people say things, what they say, is going to determine whether you move closer together or farther apart. Today is a day where you could have some great ideas. You have a meeting of the minds. You're on the same page with others. You get some understanding or some clarity about situations. And maybe something really important that's said brings you closer to other people or closer to an understanding. But for others of you, you are looking at the lesser side of an individual. You're seeing some character flaws, some personality traits, and you're looking at this person, and what you see is either, a red flag, some kind of caution or warning about dealing with this person, or if you've been dealing with them, it could be the final straw. So today, mental matters, activity, paperwork, checks, documents, licenses, permits, things that have to do with some form of education, getting some answers, and trying to find something out. This is a day where the best way to handle things is to set small goals that are easy to accomplish so that at the end of the day you have a sense of achievement.